Welcome back to our YouTube channel Aman Codes. In today's episode, we are going to discuss about Dict category data type. So the purpose of Dict category data type, why we are going to use this Dict category data type in the sense, in order to store the data in the form of key comma values. So if we want to store some sort of data in the form of key comma values in single object, then we are going to use this dict category data type. The data type in dict category is dict. So in dict category, we have only one data type, that is dict data type. So here dict is one of the predefined class and treated as a dict category data type, right? So here dict is one of the predefined class. So it is a predefined class and it is also treated as dict category. So in order to store the data in the form of key comma values in dict object, right? We must use symbolic notation called curly braces. In order to store the data in the form of key comma values, must and should we have to use a notation called curly braces. By using curly braces only, we are going to do this thing. And key comma values must and should separated by comma. So let's see the syntax. See here dict object is equals to. So these are the curly braces. They are the notations of dict data type. And this is key 1, value 1, key 2, value 2. See, in the form of key comma value, right? So in order to separate the key comma value, we are using colon. So this colon differs that left side of this colon is key value, right side of this colon is value. So this key comma value in the sense this key and values are must and should separated with comma. So this is the syntax of dict data type. So here key 1, key 2 and so on key n are called as values of key only, not values of keys. We have only key, right? So these type of values key 1, key 2 up to key n are called as values of key and they must be unique. So key values must and should unique. Value 1, value 2 and so on value n are called values of value. And these values of values may or may not be unique. We can declare the values of value as duplicate also. This is the main thing from this syntax. So an object of dict maintains insertion order. So dict object is always maintains insertion order in the sense whatever the data we have entered, the same data is going to be displayed. Same data order is going to be displayed. So, on the object of dict, we can't perform indexing and slicing operations. So, it maintaining insertion order, but we can't perform indexing and slicing operations. Why? In the sense, because values of key itself acts as indices. These values of key and they must be unique, right? So indices also unique values. No duplicate indices are provided, right? Here in dicted data type, this values of key itself acts as indices. That is the reason we can't perform indexing and slicing operations. An object of dict belongs to mutable object because we are able to update the value of value by passing the existing value of key. So here in this point, the value of key acts itself as indices, right? By using the existing value of key, we can update the value of value. So that is the reason it is a mutable object. In key comma values, the values of key are immutable. The values of key in the sense these key values, key 1, key 2 up to key n, they are immutable. Why it is immutable in the sense we can't change that, right? So they are unique values and we can't update it, we can't modify the unique values. Why in the sense this key values acts itself as indices. That is the reason we can't update. In this key comma value, these key values are comes under immutable and we can update the values, right? So the values of value are mutable. So here with respect to dict class, we can create two type of dict objects, empty dict and non-empty dict. So let's see how these are going in practical way. Now I'm opening Python command prompt. See here. So see here, this is my dict object today. That is equals to curly braces. Inside the curly braces, I'm declaring keys as 10, 20, 30, 40. This 10, 20, 30, 40 are known as values of keys, and this 34.56, 23 codes, and this is true. So these values are known as values of value. So now I'm trying to print D and its type. See here, print of D comma type of D. So this is our D value which comes under class dict. So this is the way we can declare and dict object by using this provided syntax, right? So here keys are unique values. Values are may or may not be unique, right? So here I used different values. An object of dict maintains insertion order. See here, whatever the data we have entered, the same order the data has been displayed, right? It maintains insertion order, right? So on the object of dict, we can't perform indexing and slicing. So indexing and slicing we can't perform by using this. See here, D of 0. If I going to use like this, then it is throws an key error, right? So why key error? This 0 has not present. In the sense, this dict not providing indices, right? So indices are starts from 0, 1, 2, and so on, right? Up to n minus 1. Here, if I use d of 0, then it is throwing a key error. Key error in the sense this 0 is not present like that. 1 colon 3. 1 colon 3 in the sense from first index to 3 minus 1. In the sense 2 index, the data is going to be retrieved, right? So, but it throws an error. See, key error. Indexing and slicing we can't do in this dict data type. In order to access value of value, by using value of key, we can do this thing. See here, D of 10. So if I do like this, so by providing inside this value of key, we can access the value of value. See here, I passed the value of key as 10. In dict, we have value of key as 10, right? So it is going to retrieve the value of that corresponding value of key. So this is a value of key. So I have entered here value of key. The value of value is going to be returned. An object of dict belongs to mutable because we are able to update the value of value by using or by passing existing value of key. So D of 10 I'm going to give here. This is the value of key. So here don't confuse what is value of key, what is value of value like that. So this is key and this is values, right? So in this dicted data type, in this terminology, we are going to use this as this is an value. Which value? It is a key value, right? So that is the reason I'm going to pronounce this as value of key, right? This is the value. Which value? It is a value of value, right? So that is the reason I'm going to pronounce this as this value of value. So don't confuse by these things, value of value and value of keys. Once you remember, you can easily understand. So if I do d of 10, that is equals to, I want to update this as like this. See here, Guido van Rossum, GVR. So for value of key 10, I want to update the information in the place of 34.56. I want to update as GVR. So by using this, we can do that thing. Let's see here. I'm trying to print D and its type. See here. So for the value of key 10, the value previously we have 34.56 that has updated with GVR, right? So we can do item assignments also. That is the reason these value of keys are mutable. In the sense, this value of keys are mutable, changeable, updatable, right? So we can update this value of value by using this value of key, right? And we can't modify this value of key. Normally, we are thinking by passing this existing value of key, the value of value can be updated, right? Update. We can update that one. So by passing this value of value, we can't update this value of key. See here, I'm going to pass like this GVR, and I have to update this GVR as we have previously value of key 10, right? I have to update that into 100. See here. So see here, after I executing this line, I'm trying to print this D, right? So previous D, we have only 1, 2, 3, 4 key comma values. After executing this line, we have 5 key comma values. In order to add an key value pair, we have to do like this, right? We can add the data by using this syntax, by using this line, but we can't update the value of key by passing the value of value. We can't update the value of key by passing the value of value. If you do that thing, it is going to create an new key comma value pair in this D object. See here, this is a practical example. So this is all about the theory part and practical examples of dict data type. So in upcoming episodes, we are going to discuss the empty dict and non-empty dict with practical examples. So that's all for today's episode. I hope you all understand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Aman Codes. Thank you so much for watching.